Inside PressBox is presented by Live Casino and Hotel. Always live, always on. Glen Burnie Transmissions provides factory remanufactured transmissions for hundreds less than the dealers. Suspect you have a transmission issue? Stop by for a complimentary road test and scan. You can easily get an estimate on your transmission repair by going to their website, gbt-online.com, or call them at 410-766-8500. Chick-fil-A on Sundays? With Chick-fil-A's reheatable chilled nugget trays, you can have Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Make all your events remarkable with Chick-fil-A's catering trays, perfect for tailgating, birthdays, office, or holiday parties. And welcome back into Inside PressBox. Our next guest is Baltimore basketball royalty. He has established Mount St. Joe Varsity basketball as a perennial power since taking over the program way back in 1992. It's a pleasure to welcome in Pat Clatchey. Pat, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year. Thanks for having me on.
You know, Pat, you've sort of had a renaissance with in terms of the public awareness, the larger public, with Booth going to Villanova, Morcell now to Maryland. A lot of people forget how long you've been doing this. How has the job changed from 1992 till today?
Yeah, it's changed a lot. The landscape is dramatically different, mostly because of, the AAU influence and the social media aspect. Kids get kind of torn in a lot of different directions. They have a lot of choices and a lot of voices, and I think it's important for them to learn how to decipher and listen to the right people if they're going to be a success.
You know, Pat, a lot of people may not realize that you had a career before Mount St. Joe. You were an assistant basketball coach at UMBC. You also scouted for the Lakers and the Bullets. I wonder, basketball at that level with professional players, college players, et cetera, did that help you at all? And what trickled down? What kind of knowledge about the upper levels of basketball may have trickled down into your thinking with high school players?
I think any experience that you gain as a coach helps you. Evaluating players, organizing your team. One of the things I contribute, as a key to my background, ironically enough, is growing up and playing on the playgrounds, which kids don't do anymore. I grew up in Southwest Baltimore with some great players. Rudy Archer, Quentin Daly, Kenny Bannister, those guys all played in the NBA. And, back when I was growing up, you played, and if you lost, you had to sit for 2 hours. So I learned how to pick the right guys on my team. I'm like, well, he shoots too much and he's not a good shooter. This guy makes excuses. He doesn't play defense. So I think I learned, from that aspect of who to have on your team and who not to have on your team.
How closely are you able, with the focus on your current team, how are you able to watch what Darryl Morcell's doing down at College Park? Are you able to keep tabs?
I'm a big college basketball fan. Last night we had a game, and I rushed home to watch Jalen Adams play on TV, and Darryl's playing on TV tonight. And Phil, I really make a conscious effort to keep track and watch those guys play, and I text them. We back and forth, and we still have guys playing pro overseas.
How do you think Darryl's doing right now?
He's doing a great job. He's a great athlete. He's a very versatile player. He brings a lot of effort and energy. He's got some swag to him, and his shooting is still a work in progress. But he's getting a lot of hands-on experience, and I think he's proven that he's a capable player at that level.
Pat, over 25 years, you've sent more than 40 players on to college. Some of them have participated in the Final Four. Even Phil Booth won a national championship last year. Can you describe the feeling or the emotion that you feel as a head coach, knowing that you were in the formative years of these players that have gone on to greater success later on?
Yeah, one of the things that we try to do in our program at St. Joe, and I as the head coach, is we try to get guys, if they say, hey, coach, I want to be a Division I player, I want to play college basketball, we try to get them to what that really entails and what it's going to take. And, one thing that I'm real proud of is when our guys get to the next level, they play. They have careers. They don't sit on the bench. They don't transfer. And I think, credibility-wise, we can tell them, here's what we do, and it translates to the next level.
This number 23 that's on our screen right now, Jalen Smith, who's committed to the University of Maryland. back-to-back years that Mark Turgeon's gotten one of your star players. How good a player can he be?
Yeah, great player. Sky's the limit. Most guys that are 6'10", athletic, skilled, and versatile like that, they play in the NBA, and he's going to probably have that opportunity.
Defensively, when he blocks a basketball, don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing him to Bill Russell overall,
Please.
But the way he's able to control that, he's just not swatting the ball. He controls it almost when he blocks a ball.
Yeah, we talked to him about keeping the ball in play. It's really weird. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Jalen actually block a shot with his right hand. I mean, everything is, and he's a right-handed player, but he really goes after the ball with his left hand. And we've had some games recently where the guy he was guarding was not very good, or offensive threat, and we just said, don't guard him. Just play in the lane and protect the rim.
I appreciate your coming in. I didn't even get a chance to talk about your freshman, number 33.
Oh, yeah,
we'll
we
do
talk
that.
about it.
We'll do that next year. I saw
Yeah.
Crawley, right?
Always
No
good
problem.
to see you.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks for having me on,
Great
guys.
to have you, Pat.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Pat Clatchey of Mount St. Joe's. Up next, after missing the playoffs for the third season in a row, where should the Ravens go from here? Gary and I discuss in another installment of Crosstalk. We won't make as many mistakes as we did last week. Keep it here for more Inside PressBox.
Hero Appreciation Day is every Wednesday at Live Casino and Hotel. Live Rewards members with a valid military, DOD police officer, or firefighter ID receive special offers. Visit MarylandLiveCasino.com for details. At Arundel Mills. Must be 21. Please play responsibly. For help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Inside PressBox is presented by Live Casino and Hotel. Always live, always on.